Good morning.
Hello.
Mr. Stranger. I forgot what I was doing.
Stay safe out there.
Top mode? Nah. I think I'm far enough. Alright.
Nihama.
Make a show whip for the 13. It's an FPS job.
Thank you again for retrieving the bolt. It's every bit as complex as I'd heard, but I'm up to the challenge. Anyway, what can I do for you? Excellent timing on your part. I worked my fingers to nubs, but I've finally completed the Bolt 52 form. I dare say it will be my second greatest achievement after the Reformations.
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
So I am. Do you have this cartridge? I'm working on a plan to reorganize the board. Slowly, peacefully, and with meticulous documentation. But that all comes later. First, I need to submit the Bolt 52. With that data you're holding, of course.
Oh, did I say I had a data cartridge? That's just what I call my left nut. I'll give it to him. Here you
I
go,
knew
buddy.
there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. The board will have to welcome us back now. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
Holy shit. The helmet. Oh, it's just this one. Oh, wait. There's so much weight. My next quest. Act Club? That's way too expensive. Ever find a weapon shop in this? Eller
Smells
Bay.
like wrapped in here. Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian.
Guess it's one of those? I started the game yesterday. I'm like 10 hours in, but I might be slower than other players because I don't have companions.
Well, well. The only new folk I ever
How did
see
she
in
know
town
before
are
she turned
sublight
around?
runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you?
All new game, new you.
If you don't see it, I don't got
Blind
it.
Killer for the 28?
Don't go asking for the
New game,
special
new me, man.
reserve.
1% discount? A fucking insult. Come on, man. 1%. Ooh.
No sub mode? How am I supposed to taunt the plebs if they're not stuck in cages?
Vote for sub mode. It doesn't matter to me either way, so.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial Age Mammoths.
Man.
That's a shame. Tossball's just about the only good news we get around here. When our frequency's not too clogged up anyway. So, what can I do for you? Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth. I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
Pay.
Good. Someone's gotta. Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Hello, SingSing Ping Pong.
Hello, Dipsy. Thank you for the 25. End up with this weeb weapon.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about.
Oh, I hit the wrong one. Thank you, Dipsy. And McZero Zone. Thank you very much for the subs.
Hey! What are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
I know you murdered Isaac.
Listen, that
Oh, he
purple
did do it.
twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
No. I think
I
it's gonna
don't
fuck
think
my
so.
reputation in this
You're a
town.
loose end now.
What? You getting the burner. Motherfucking burn. I don't know if the faction is still angry at me. I haven't been to that place. Oh. What's that one guy's corpse? Is it one of these? No more ashes on the ground here. I guess it's just this one, isn't it? Didn't drop anything.
Oh, the data on that cartridge was even more damning than I could have hoped. And to have something on UDL of all the corporations. You've given us quite the advantage. Anyway, what can I do for you? But that's terrible. What happened? But that means we won't be able to log their testimonies. If there's one thing I've been hoping to re-establish in Stellar Bay, it's proper documentation for legal matters. Always a shame when tempers get the better of good sense. Still, your intervention in the matter is much
500
appreciated.
bits for that?
Please consider this payment for
Come on,
your
man.
services.
$2. Killing 4 people? Aw, man. I never took in the quest. Oh my god, there's another part for the... Oh. Sebastian on a date for Celia. Actual errand boy now. But this one's also just called a task.
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in a raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails?
Yes.
You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts?
Yes.
Oh, good. Celia hasn't come by in a few...
Dude. How come they're like 700 to 500 each? This one's 1200. Cystipig tumor? Organic cystipig tumors. They're literally falling off the backs of cystipigs. Passing by. Flake off the dirt and they're ready to eat. No cystipigs were harmed in the production of this food.
You look like a man who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts? Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days. But I've been meaning to ask her how that raptidon acid is working out.
Never heard of Driven Out.
I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff. Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm? Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for raptidon tongues.
Man.
Nuh-uh. A lot of people think I'm not too bright, but you're not fooling me. I know she can't get these goods anywhere else.
Oh, he really isn't too bright.
Come on, that's crazy. No one would do that. You don't think she'd look elsewhere? Maybe I should spend some extra time with her for customer relations. Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace
he's real
nice.
dumb.
Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say? Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia. I've secretly been waiting for this. Or was it more, sure,
I'll kill her
I don't have
before the
anything
game
else
ends.
going on. Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look. Anyhow, thank you.
Level 13. Dialogue. Dialogue I was actually getting decent. Not too bad. What's next? Guess main quest.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood, so it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away.
Looks like Alice,
Getting so I
but
can't
black.
tell the blood from the mud. Don't interrupt, it's rude. But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you? Name's Nyoka. I'm the best big game hunter on the planet.
You're also the loudest big game hunter on the planet. And the drunkest.
Shut the Fair point. I deserve it, though, on account of being the best. Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you? Outstanding! What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger? Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats?
Oh, she's not a smart one either, is she?
I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head. Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of,
Oh, she's asking me to bottle things.
Know what they are? Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the month, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set. That's quitter talk. You want me shooting straight? Get me my meds.
On a companion, isn't it? She's gonna die too. It's impossible to keep companions alive.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for rat musk.
Oh, I think it's this place and this is an alternate route already, just to get in. Either way, there's free stuff here.
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. But...
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
Yeah.
What can Auntie Abigail do for you? Bless your little heart, you must mean caffeinoid. If it's pep you need, one pill does the deed. Now, dearie, who's this pickup for?
The pills are for me.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra? Isn't it just? I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
I don't know, Auntie. You have to pry that secret from my sweet little cheeks.
Aren't you a saucy thing? I may not be a fresh young thing anymore, but with age comes experience, dearie.
Uh-huh. The experience? I guess you worked here a long time.
You are too precious. How about you just tell me who that caffeinoid's for, dearie?
Oh, man.
Oh, her.
Oh, she's
it's none
out.
of my
She's
business,
done.
but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry. I'm afraid not. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
Oh, dude, I can't do any of these like ever.
Chin up, dearie.
That guy leaves, I can
If
steal.
Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brax missing, she's working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well,
Oh,
dearie.
no.
If
He definitely
Velma's
sees me.
capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up.
Can kill every single NPC as far as I know. I haven't seen one yet that's unkillable. And I've killed a lot.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by anytime you like. Hmm?
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Oh! Three! Caffeinoid. Speed grip. We're not murder hobos here. The people that died so far just happened to die. It wasn't my fault. Well, I swung the sword, but still, it wasn't my fault.
Ah, the charmer. Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business? All of the above? More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go. Great. Where to? Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past
West.
Fallbrook. Out there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun.
Oh,
If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer.
it's actually a companion. Oh my god, man. Sucks. Holy fuck, what is this 700 DPS minigun? That weapon's insane too. Better than mine.
SingSing Bushmaster, do you want to join Team Trees? SingSing Bush.
Thank you, Void for the 13 Team Trees. I should. At least there's a chance she might live if I put her on passive. Second Fox. Hacker
SingSing
X2
dog.
for the 17.
Can we talk?
Just left.
Hey, got a favor to ask you. Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help. Hey, it ain't easy for me to spill my guts like a cut-up rat, all right? I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, it's dangerous. Really? Here I was steeling myself for inevitable rejection. I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were. I saw it happen. Hell, one of them was in my arms at the time.
No
His
wonder
name
she
was
fucking
Hayes,
drinks.
and he's our first stop. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home.
I don't think
today.
she's gonna survive this entire
A long
trip?
time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together.
Oh, I want to do this quest. That sounds like fun.
Thanks, Cap.
I'll try to keep her alive. Best I can.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
Just start on the alpha. Just like a waste of self attack otherwise. I don't know if I can do it.
Here we go.
Hit it. Holy shit. Oh my god, what's happening to her?
Down they go. Look out!
Shit. I'm crippled again. I'm so slow. What do I have?
That's the last of them.
What's slowing me so much? Cripple. Oh my god, so every time I get hit by anything like that, I just have to go back to the ship and heal up.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, I didn't save. But I think it has an auto save when I leave the ship. And town. I hope so, at least. I wonder how many companions this game has. Maybe it has a lot of companions, but they're not so fleshed out.
Huh?
Gonna find
Here they come. Cap!
Is
Behind you, Captain! Watch it, Captain!
holy shit. Is she dying? Oh, she's fucking dying. I'm just gonna keep her here. Melee fucking sucks in this game. But now I'm committed. Please crit. Alright. What? No,
I'm going.
Melee doesn't suck, I just have very bad weapons. This is literally weapons of my level, dude. The best you can get, I'm level 13. This is a level 13 weapon. Level 14 weapon. How can they be bad weapons if there's literally the weapons of my level?
Come out and play!
Did it see me? I think I'm skipping this camp. The humans aren't too bad if there's a lot of corridors and stuff, but these open field fights are just
Oh, you are in for it now!
You have to upgrade them? Son. Dude, listen. This weapon has 4 upgrades or something. 2 upgrades. Maxed out. I'm stuck.
You're bleeding out! On your right, Captain!
Sealed?
Wow, already 38 years. Time goes by so fast. Thanks for streams, Master
for the
SingSing, your
38.
good entertainer smiley face.
Oh my god.
Your guts look pretty.
Where am I? Now, melee isn't that bad if it's not an open field. Because open field fights are impossible since enemies in this game have pretty much aimbot. Where even go? Follow this entire road down actually. Come on man, stop spoiling me future weapons. Fuck it, put on sub mode. Put on sub mode. I don't want people spoiling weapons and future things. If you put companions to passive, they don't fight at all. And I've noticed this game uses an aggro system, so if they don't fight, they don't draw aggro. So hopefully that keeps them alive. I can't find any other way of keeping them alive. Gets attacked sometimes. I think it's when I'm in between, or she's in between me and an enemy and they shoot. But they don't go after her, at least, like this.
They'll never see us.
I've lost 3 companions so far, but it's like they lose 1v1 to like a normal mob. So it's fucking impossible to keep them alive. Companions also ruin stealth, yeah. When they get spotted, they get map hack on me even.
Fallbrook's on
Big
the other
booty
side
itch
of the
for the
bridge
15.
there if you need a drink. We're only
The
halfway
weird
to
thing
the
about
mountain,
melee
so
is that
might consider stopping in.
it's lower DPS than range weapons. That doesn't make any sense. The main advantage you get as melee is that you get a sneak attack. Which I'm not even sure if you get it as a range character. Oh my god.
Saving some money to travel here some.
Check Tiffany. 16. Level up. Maybe science is just too important in the chip.
Look northwest. That ain't it, but marauders sometimes camp inside the buildings there. Steer clear unless you fancy getting shot. Westbound still. I'll let you know when we can start ascending. Big mistake.
Oh my god, that's so many. Oh, her face. Oh my god. They shoot before I come out of cover, man. Holy shit. No, I'm gonna make the whole run again. Oh. It feels like shit in this game, man. It's so laggy too. That's the most annoying part. It's like a random 3-second delay before I can hit again, in between hits.
Careful. Only things you'll find in the ruins are liable to shoot you or eat you. Or both. Here we go.
Oh, nope. See you. Get close. Oh my god. It's so stupid. I even go through this place? Does feel like kind of like Skyrim, some of the stealth combat. Stealth in this game is just really weird in general. The moment you get spotted once, they always know where you are, even if you try to re-stealth until you break aggro. They have aimbots and wall hack and everything. They always know where you are.
Turn my back to you.
You hiding? You scared?
No enough stealth? No. It's part of how the game works in combat.
What?
Almost 4 years, Pog.
Thank you, check him for the 44.
On your right, Captain!
Melee is too hard if they... Rolls of damage increased by 25%. Too much. Melee is too hard if they pre-fire you around walls. Like in most games of this type of combat, usually you get a drop on the enemies in Melee. And that's how you ever make it work. Well, in this game, they pre-fire you around the wall, so there's like no fucking chance. They always see you, even if you stay hidden. So it just becomes a stat check, whether I can survive the hits they fire at me before I kill them with my own melee attack. Instead of, you know, outplaying things. The other one is more dangerous. This one. Like I have 100 points in melee right now. I completely max it out and with max strength and everything. Jesus.
Here they come.
Oh my god. Where do I even go? I think there's a valley on the right here. A dead end? Well then. No damage? Well, at least I know I can't walk that way. Usually in melee in games, the advantage you have over ranged weapons is higher DPS. And in some games even like increased stagger rate per hit. In this game the stagger is random. It's 25% chance per power attack. And my DPS is definitely lower than any range attack. Look at her weapon. Like this woman's weapon for example. It's 693 DPS. My melee weapon is 105. I think the main difference in damage is that she doesn't get stealth attack bonus damage. Could use my one-handed weapon, but then I miss out on my two-handed perks, but it's also weird how this works. I guess it's twice as fast. What perks do I have in one-handed? Pretty much nothing. I can't kill these.
Incoming!
Oh, holy shit. Holy shit. That path lies. Lone bridge.
Here they come.
I'm just skipping all the mobs in the outside world. I don't think the DPS tab on the melee weapons is accurate. It doesn't properly show how it works. Because there's a delay in between hits.
Fallbrook's on the other side
And
of the
some
bridge
weapons
there,
also
if you
get
need a
3
drink.
hits and some weapons get 2 hits
We're only
before the
halfway
delay
to the
happens.
mountain, so might consider stopping in.
Oh, I can't fight this pack. I remember this pack.
Look northwest. That ain't it, but marauders sometimes camp inside the buildings there. Steer clear unless you fancy getting shot. Westbound still. I'll let you know when we can start ascending.
Oh, I don't know if this is a path. Thank fuck.
I call this Rotting River, on account of all the dead things. The caves back east are safest. We can head up this path if you want to shoot your way through a few nightmares on your way up.
Incoming!
What? Colossus?
You are in for it now. Good shoot. Sorry, Captain, I can't. I'm going.
Ooh, it's taken. Half HP gone. What the fuck? Die from this poison? Oh, she didn't die.
Hayes was the best self-sacrificing son of a saint I ever met. Halcyon is worse off without him. Now, if we're gonna lure the Manta Queen out, we'll need to find Rebecca and Anders. They took a UDL contract on Terra 2. We never heard from them again. Think it's time I call in a favor with Hiram. If anyone can track them down, it's him.
I could just leave her there in the lock.
Sure.
It's definitely safer.
Watch out!
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Captain, behind you!
Oh fucking shit behind me. Oh my god, they spit fire?
How the hell did marauders navigate the caverns?
Oh fuck. Gotta turn on the blinds. I just hear a mine?
Here they come.
Oh my god, it alerts them.
Here I go.
Alright. Now I kill them one by one. How do I ever get close?
Incoming, Captain!
Oh my god.
You the best.
Knocks for the 37.
Careful, you're hurt!
Look at these guys.
How'd you get up here? Through the caves? Good answer. I wasn't looking forward to gut-shotting you. See, the thing is, I'm with the corporate compliance crew. C3, if you will. We're mercs, and our current contract mandates that we annihilate any creatures or persons that emerge from the tunnel.
Allow me to intervene. It's my job to mediate any conflicts of interest regarding C3 and third parties. All right, first things first. To make a decision in this dispute, I'm gonna need to know what your role in your organization is. A lean but efficient corporate structure. I'm impressed. Still, I gotta wonder. What are your intentions regarding Devil's Peak Station? That is why you've wandered out here, I presume. Ah, so you're a fan. Our guidelines allow us some leeway in identifying threats to our client. Your unorthodox profession makes me think we ought to remove you from the premises permanently. However, the terms of our contract specifically targets marauders, iconoclasts, MSI operatives, and anyone deemed to hobo-like in appearance. As you don't appear to fit any of those categories, I'm afraid I can't quite make a call on you.
Don't we, as a standing policy, provide an alternative?
I'm wearing full MSI armor, though.
Financial restitution? Addy, our chief financial officer, could confirm. But I'm betting if you're willing to compensate us for our lost time and productivity due to this arbitration, you could pass.
You're making me bribe them? Can't we just all get along for free?
I guess we could. There's something I like about you. Can't put my finger on it, but I feel like I'd rather have you with us than against us. All right. Lance, unless you have a final point of contention to make, I'd say he's clear to go.
Nah, I'll sign the clearance form. Just, I must advise you to steer clear of Devil's Peak Station. It's teeming with marauders.
Anything else you need?
Corrosive weakness. That's a no for me, dog. Under? Big weapon? Well, I guess we're ranged now. What's the story so far? Actually, not so much main story yet. I'm some survivor of some ship that came towards his colony. And now I'm trying to resurrect the other survivors. But they're frozen. We're looking for liquid to unfreeze them without killing the shit out of them. That's not good. Alright, I regret my choice. I don't know how to get close. There's actually a lot of corridors in this game, even like this. It looks like an open world, but it's actually just one corridor because you can't parkour on anything. Too fast. Happened to the medicine lady? She also died. So the gun is 40 damage, and this attack is 120. And this one is also 100 plus, but it's faster attack speed.
Huh? Gonna find you!
Big
Nice work!
You can have two companions at the same time, but they're useless, for me at least. Maybe if I give them really good gear. But I still don't see them surviving. Like, let's say they have my gear, right? Which is the best I've found so far. Like 40 armor per piece. I think they still die. I mean, I'm dying in like 2 volleys. 2 volleys of their attacks. Sniper, isn't it?
He's on me, folks.
Maybe the shock damage works better against the robots. One right there. I've actually been doing a lot of side quests. What the fuck? It's aware when it's sleeping?
Down they go.
Almost one
Thank you, subs,
century
for the
in this
11.
basement sing us.
Maybe the other guy comes back here. I think it patrols between here and there. Thank you, nobody RSA for the 2 months.
Incoming, Captain.
When did I even get hit? Holy shit.
What Fallout
Back to the
Bioshock
very
game
beginning.
is this? D.
Thank you, Tim for the 20. Holy shit. I think I'll do other quests. This one seems too much. Oh, must be on the level or something, I don't know. Guess I can check if they're so aggressive in the other place. I'm not playing the new Underlords patch. I'm done with Underlord.
Hail, Captain. Your return time is within 14... Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
I think that made me happy. Just seeing a lot of flaws in this game now. Mostly through combat. It's like these guys aren't aggressive anymore. Thank fuck.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Punch. You want a punch? You got your punch right here.
If this is something Tobias could handle, see yourself out the door. Sure is. Welcome aboard, contractor. One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and
Thank
take
you
it to
all 95
Falls.
for the 25 months.
My gal Catherine will be expecting you. Now, get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood? You'll do fine. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably.
Think I'll watch our backs all the same.
It's also 70 points in sneak. Max is 100.
Why was I built to feel ennui? We're now in orbit above
How did you get
Fallbrook, Captain.
negative effect? Just get hit a lot by whatever things. Seems like there's one negative perk point for every single damage type at least. Game any good? I think if you play this game,
like
don't play it for the
civilized type.
combat.
The waterfall's
And you
a good
also
spot to
put
wash
the
your
game on
clothes.
normal mode. Not hard and not supernova. Thank you, Furrier, for the 19.
You'd think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as
You seen Arthur today?
Fallbrook's on the other side of the bridge there if you need a drink. We're only halfway to the mountain, so might consider stopping in.
What? To do this quest.
Welcome back. Do wipe the... We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you.
It's so not worth.
Win.
Minus 3 main stats, 1 perk point. Every single one of them.
Velma seem out of sorts to you?
It's always
Behind though. Oh. You can get 2 companions at once. But all my other ones died, so I only have 1 and I'm not even using her. In fact, I had both my previous companions on passive. But they still died. Because of collateral damage. Jesus is 4. It's actually even the hassle just to bring her around because I lose 25% bonus damage on my lone wolf perk.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
So yeah, they just make it worse. And normal companions are fine because there's no permadeath.
Said you docked 3 days ago?
Here I can't use them because they might just die to like the smallest
Come for
mob.
vice or virtue? Because we only sell one here. Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia. All right. One of my runners uncovered a cache of Alta Vitae gas, left in a lab when the board abandoned Cascadia. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe. I do like your gumption, but let's not be hasty. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with mantis. You gotta fight through or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
Don't worry, I kill bugs dead.
Shall I inscribe that on your tombstone? Now, after you clear the mantis nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills, or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option though, unless you want to get dead. Shall I inscribe that on your tombstone as well? Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. Use the passcode Antediluvian on the terminal to get in. But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course. Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that.
Get the feeling this is going to involve murder and mayhem.
Stars, I hope so. Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid son of a bitch who's gonna get it for me. Guess you've got it figured out then. Good. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut or his production lines ought to make do. If you got brass knockers, you can shoot your way through the front gate. If you don't fancy getting shot to shit, you can try asking Duncan for a disguise. Might be another way in, assuming you're courageous enough to trek the sewers. Void if I know. Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end. It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the dry goods and sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
Hungry? I'm famished myself. No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on. Not so fast. My biometric IDs are special goods, only on offer to special clients. You cotton?
Man.
If some other time means during my business hours of 0500 to... Elsewise, you ought to know I keep a guard sprat named Banshee.
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing.
I don't want any trouble out of you. You shopping for pre-owned or few?
Weapon. Even higher DPS. But one-handed. I'm pretty sure shops are scaling with my level. This is the highest damage single hit two-handed weapon I've seen so far. 163. Goes up the ass pretty well. Steel here. Fucking bitch!